I was talking to a buddy of mine recently. Everyday guy, smart guy, or at least I thought he was. But he starts telling me his strategy for the future. And before you know it, I'm watching a grown man implode in real time. He looks me in the eye. He tells me the dictator is already here. He tells me ICE are the modern day brown shirts. Now he's getting worked up. His face is red. The veins in his neck are popping out. And he literally tells me that he hopes the US Olympic team gets 0 medals in Milan. That ought to teach the country a lesson. Over a dog? That's your level of commitment to this cause of yours? Well, I know that dog. I love that dog. If it helps, I'll adopt the dog and he and his wife can leave the country right fucking now. But he won't go because it's not about the dog. And deep down, you know it isn't about the politician either. Think about that. A capable man planning his family's legacy, his geography, and his future around the lifespan of a pet, and a politician who doesn't even know he exists. He thinks he's the moral standard. The truth is, he's infected. I'm Mitchell. You know my name, damn it. And today we're uninstalling the virus that is deleting your potential. We're going to run a diagnostic on your system right now. I want to see if you're infected like my buddy. So this is micro move number 1, the audit. Pull out your phone. Do it with me. I'm serious. Open your browser history or your YouTube watch history and scroll back the last 10 items you consumed. Look at them. Really look at them. Is it a clip of a senator yelling at a committee? Is it a reaction video to a controversy that happened 3 states away? Is it doom scrolling about the economy collapsing? Now, if even one of those items is about a politician who does not know you exist or know your name, maybe a global crisis you cannot physically touch, well, my friend, you're leaking power. You're taking your finite mental bandwidth, the fuel you need to build your empire, and you're handing it to a stranger who profits from your fear. The politicians, they don't know you. The anchor on the news, he doesn't care if your business fails. He gets paid whether you go bankrupt or not. So why are you giving them your life force? Put the phone down, face down. That's the first step. It's called the hard disconnect. Now, why do you do it? Why do men who could be leading their families get addicted to this outrage? I talk about this extensively in my book. You're not an alpha, you're an asshole. There is a fake hierarchy out there. It's infinitely easier to feel angry about the Federal Reserve than it is to fix your own profit and loss statement. It's easier to rage at the culture war on Twitter than it is to lead your family at the dinner table. It is a glitch I call cheap righteousness. The reactive mind loves political obsession because it gives you a hit of dopamine without requiring that you do any actual work. It makes you feel like a soldier in the trenches. You feel important because you're informed. But you aren't a soldier. You're just a man sitting on a couch, spiking his cortisol, hoping his countrymen fail at the Olympics, waiting for his dog to die so he can run away. The news companies aren't in the business of information. They're in the business of biohacking. They're hacking your biology to trigger a fight or flight response so you stay glued to your screen. We need to uninstall this malware immediately. You have no walls. You have no gates. You're letting the garbage of the world dump directly into your living room. And then you wonder why your house smells like rot. Next, we're going to install a system I call the sovereign perimeter. This isn't about burying your head in the sand. It isn't about ignorance. It's about mechanical filtration. It's about building a wall around your mind so that the noise cannot get in unless you invite it. The perimeter has 3 phases. First, the perimeter check. Now, this defines your territory, and it installs a filter for incoming data. Second is the purge. This removes the hostile agents, both digital and human, that are poisoning your supply. Third is the transmutation. This turns the heat of the world into fuel for your engine. Now, if you do not run this protocol, you remain a slave to the algorithm. You remain a puppet dancing to someone else's tune. If you do run it, you reclaim the one asset that actually builds wealth, your focus. Let's execute phase 1. How do you know what to let in? You need a filter. You need a rule that runs automatically before the thought even takes root. Here's the move. The 2-hand rule. The next time you see a headline, a tweet, or a news story that spikes your blood pressure, I want you to physically look at your two hands. Hold them in front of you, right up to your face. Ask yourself this question: can I solve this problem with these two hands right now? The national debt is rising. Look at your hands. Can you write a check to fix that right now? No? Then delete it. Drop it. Treat it like spam. It's a ghost. It's not real in your world. My sales team is underperforming. Well, look at your hands. Can you pick up the phone? Can you rewrite the script? Can you fire the slacker? Yes? Then you act. This sounds simple, but your addiction to outrage is strong. You crave the drama because your own life lacks a mission. When you focus on things you cannot touch, you're engaging in emotional masturbation. You're wasting energy on a simulation. Secure the perimeter. If you can't touch it, it doesn't exist. This happens in two layers. First, the digital. Second, the human. Your social media feed is not a library. It's a diet. And right now you're eating poison and you're wondering why you feel sick. Well, here's the command. Open your social media and pick the 3 accounts that post the most outrage bait. You know the ones. The accounts that exist solely to make you angry about some other side. Unfollow them right now. Block them. But Mitchell, I need to know what's going on. No, you don't. That's your fear speaking. If war breaks out, you'll hear about it. You do not need the play-by-play commentator from a grifter in a suit. But the digital purge is the easy part. The hard part is the people. What about the friends like my buddy? What about the family members who come to Sunday dinner and vomit their political anxiety all over your table? You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Now, if those 5 people are leaking power, you'll leak power. You will sink. This is why I created a specific tool for this. It's a free guide called Detox Your Toxic Relationships. I'm not telling you to divorce your wife because she watches the news, but you need a strategy to whittle down your inner circle to only the people who lift you up. And for the ones you can't cut out, like your mother-in-law or your boss, you need tools to handle them so they don't toxificate your mind. This guide teaches you how to quarantine the infected people in your life. You can grab it for free in the link below. Don't skip this step. One toxic conversation can derail a whole week of focus. Now, even with the purge, you will still feel the anger. The glitch will still try to run. You'll see something that makes your blood boil. This brings us to phase 3, transmutation. Now, physics tells us that energy cannot be destroyed, but it can be redirected. The reactive man takes the anger and types a comment. He argues with a bot on Twitter. He wastes his energy. He dissipates his power into the void. The sovereign man captures the heat and burns it as fuel. I wrote Cry Harder for this exact moment. Pain, anger, frustration, it isn't there to make you whine. It's raw material. It's high-octane gasoline. Here's the tool, the rage rep. When you feel that spike of political anxiety, when you feel that indignation rising, I want you to immediately convert it into physical or economic output. Angry at the tax rate? Don't tweet about it. Make 5 more sales calls. Increase your revenue so the tax doesn't matter. Angry at the weakness of modern men? Well, don't complain. Drop and do 50 push-ups or until your arms fail. Prove your point through performance, not through opinions. The world does not need another angry man with a podcast opinion. The world needs men who are dangerous because they're focused. Take that aggression and build something that protects your family from the very system you're worried about. That's how you win. Let's look at this through the lens of a captain. If you're steering a ship and a storm hits, do you run up and down the deck of the ship screaming at the waves? Do you blame the wind for blowing? No. You hold the wheel. You adjust the sails. You navigate. The man obsessed with politics is screaming at the wind. He has let go of the wheel of his own life to complain about the weather. Now, if you watch this video and go right back to scrolling, that's not confusion. That's obedience. You're obeying a system that wants you weak, distracted, and reactive. Stop waiting for the world to get better so you can feel okay. You're the captain now. Drive the ship. You have a choice. You can be the guy waiting for his dog to die so he can run away to another country, or you can be the man who builds a fortress right where you fucking stand. Establish your sovereign perimeter. If you want the blueprint for managing the people around you, get the Detox Your Toxic Relationships guide below. It's free. Use it. But if you're ready to stop reacting to the world and start building on your own, I'm not offering a group chat where we complain about the state of the world. I'm offering you the work. Identity Reboot is strictly one-to-one coaching where we strip away the identity of the victim and install the identity of the operator. We look at your specific machine and we fix the code. If you want to start today, click the link in the description. Don't get to the end of your life having lived a fraction of your potential because you're way too busy watching the news. I'll see you on the next one.